making some twice baked potatoes. Super easy. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to need some potatoes. Bigger ones better. All I have is some medium to small potatoes here. So they're going to be going in the oven for about 50 minutes the first time. Second time just till things are situated. You'll need some cheddar cheese or the cheese of your choice. Garlic and black pepper is always a nice addition. Sour cream. And twice baked potatoes just ain't twice baked potatoes if you ain't got no bacon. You can also use bacon bits. I'll show you how I'm going to work with that here shortly. With these potatoes, you're going to want to take them, and where you're going to want to cut them in half because each potato is going to make two. So I'm guessing I want this to be a bottom, and I want this to be a bottom on this one. So you're going to want to poke some holes in here. Just so they don't explode in your oven. That's it. Just a couple stabs all the way around. Or release any pressure that gets up in there. You will also need oil. I almost forgot. Doesn't matter what type of oil. All you can do is a very light coating of oil on your potatoes. A very light coating. I'll show you in a moment. Alright, do the oil. I'm a very simple person. I will just wash my hands afterwards. So I don't mind touching oil. I'm just going to put a little bit in my hand. About 3 tablespoons. And then I'm just going to light coat it. And they've all been stabbed, and they're ready to go into a 350 degree oven for about 50 minutes. I say about because it all depends on elevation, the size of your taters. This one's a big tater. This one's a pretty big tater. These are probably going to take around 55 minutes to an hour, but they'll be soft enough to work with after 50 minutes. I believe so anyways. These are going to be extra soft at about 50. These really only need 40 to 45 minutes. So that's why I'm thinking 50 minutes. That should all equal out pretty well. Alright, I'll see you once these are done. Y'all want to see how I make bacon bits? Well, give me a second. I'll show you. Just going to take our bacon. Going to take our knife. We're just going to slice through. I recommend using a really sharp knife. And I recommend using a good grade of bacon, you know. It's really boring to watch me cut bacon. Alright, give me a second.
Red screen of death!
Gotta get your pan nice and hot, otherwise it won't be crispy. So I got on high, very high heat. I'm actually going to turn it down a bit. About medium. Just shove a bacon on there. It's all cut up. Like I say, you could just get bacon bits. Now we're just going to let that sizzle. If you want to watch bacon sizzle, just look up bacon sizzling, and I have a video where I just sizzle bacon. It's going to stick just a little bit until it cooks a little bit of that fat out. it'll come right up. So it's going to give you the crispiness. And then your bacon is all done. All of it. Just grab it, take your spatula off to the side, pop it in here. Or, like I said before, you can just buy bacon bits. It works too. Alright. Some of them use these as a topping instead of mixing them in with.
You saw the looks in the faces of her supporters just waiting, you know.
I do wish that the Democrats would come out and concede a loss, even though
Alright, to check to see if your potato is done, you're just going to grab a potato and you're going to stab it. If it goes in easy, it's pretty much done. You can try a couple stabs. The middle is not quite done yet on this one. So we're going to go ahead and put that right back in there. Let's try one of these small ones here. Where did I stab it? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that's ready. That one's definitely ready. But we're just going to throw that back in there for another 5 minutes or so and we'll be golden. Potatoes are all done, so I'm going to simply take a gloved hand, or you can use a pot holder. Just going to take us a knife. I'm going to try and carefully cut it in half.
I want to sit here.
It's very hot. Alright. We're just going to repeat that over with each one to make them all into halves. Okay, now we have them all cut up. What we're going to do with each and every one of them, take them and take a spoon. We're going to carefully spoon out the inside. We're essentially going to make mashed potatoes out of the insides of these potatoes. And it's probably like the worst part about the entire thing. But the more softer you get your potatoes, the easier this is going to be. The bigger ones aren't quite as soft as I wanted them to be. Best bet's get them as close to the same size as you possibly can. And they don't have to be completely void of potato, because we're not really making potato skins per se. But it is kind of a type of potato skin. These gloves may look dirty, but they're actually very clean. They've just been burned one too many times. Some hot potatoes. You could always do this way ahead of time, and I mean, then you wouldn't be in a rush like I am currently. But you could do this ahead of time. Do all this part, let the potatoes cool down, spoon out the insides, and then just bake them the second time right before you're ready to eat them. Because the second baking is only going to take, I'm leaving the oven preheated right to 350 currently. And then just going to put it until the cheese is melted on top. And that's pretty much done. Alright, so you just rinse, wash, repeat with that. And then we'll be on to the next part of mixing stuff in to make it into awesomeness filling. Now it's time to make this filling taste awesome. Took a little while. I ended up breaking one of the potatoes really bad. But, you know, it happens. Just need to probably should check to see if these were open first. And I didn't. Gotta fail something. Other way. A little bit of garlic powder is going to go up in here. I mean, it's really all up to your own flavor, however that you want it to be. This is kind of a coarse black pepper, but it's alright. It smells awfully good.
Mama,
I always love opening new seasoning containers. Just gonna add a little bit of that. Not much you put, it's entirely up to you, like I said. We are gonna add a small amount of parsley to the inside. You don't have to do that. That's just a personal preference. Now, sour cream. Sour cream, we're going to, this is 16 ounces. I'm going to put half in and see what it looks like. And we're just going to kind of mash what you got in there with everything. Normally you would add milk with mashed potatoes, at least I would normally. Since we're doing sour cream, we don't have to. And it's looking pretty good. Now you can put this in the potato one of two ways. You can get a baggie and like pipe it onto them. That's how like restaurants and stuff do it. Or you can just use a spoon. I am going to put the rest of the sour cream in because I think that's going to be awesome. And along with that, we're going to put about half of this cheese in. Which, this is a pound of cheese, so we're going to put about 8 ounces in. And we're going to mix that up real good. The rest of it we're going to save for the top. For all the looks. That should be good. Just got to mix it up now. Now, y'all know I'm a huge fan of cheese. Huge fan of sour cream. And I'm a pretty good fan of potatoes. Now this would definitely hold its own as just mashed potatoes, just like this. I kind of want to eat it just like this. Alright, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these potato skins, basically, take a spoonful, put that in, just like that. Then you're going to rinse, wash, and repeat with that until all your potato skins are full. That looks almost good enough to eat as it were. I'll wait till I'm done. It's going to look even better. We'll do the bacon first. Just going to put bacon on them. You know, generous amount. Why not? And then, to top that, take some of that cheddar cheese that we saved. Put that on top. Once the cheddar cheese is melted, that's when you're going to know it's done in the oven. And that's going to be amazing. Now, just for looks, I'm going to take a little bit of this parsley. I'm going to sprinkle it over the cheese just a little. Just like that. When that's done, that's going to look, smell, and taste absolutely phenomenal. Alright, let me get the rest of these done and get them in the oven. Like I said, about 350 for until the cheese is melted. It should take probably around 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes tops. Maybe 20 if you got really big potatoes. Alright. Just wanted to show you what it looked like before I threw it in the oven. And yeah. Alright, now it's oven time, and you'll see when it's all done. Twice baked potatoes, all done and ready to be served. Alrighty, let me serve these up and get to eating. Okay, now we're seated. We have our foods. We're going to try the foods. My grandma's going to walk through the door here in a minute.
try mine?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good?
So flavorful. So much cheese. Absolutely amazing.
Oh my.
But yeah, it's cheesy, bacony. The potatoes are nice and smooth and creamy because of all the sour cream that I put in. Really super good. Oh.
Daddy, look.
Stop it, Kylie.
What do you think, honey?
I think they're good.
Yeah? What do you think, Kai?
Good.
Sophia, what do you think?
It doesn't taste like rabbits over there. It also mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes.
It's yummy, she says. Alrighty.
And that is a sandwich.
So that's definitely a win there. It's I'm gonna kind of get this close to the camera so y'all can kind of see how it's just super creamy mashed potatoes almost. And it's inside the potato skin. It's really good. But that's super easy to make. Twice baked potatoes, in case you didn't want to pay the premium price at your local store. And last I checked, our local store is like $2.50 per half of a potato. You get a whole bag of potatoes for like $3. Sour cream's like $1 something. Cheese is a couple bucks. Bacon's gonna be the most expensive part. But that's really good. You can even have that as just a meal. Well, in any case, let me finish this up since I'm just rambling. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share them with your friends. And as always,
Eat happy.
Bye. Bye. And bye.
Quiet, drive home.